Alex Whitworth, Cybersecurity Solutions Executive at Carahsoft. Thanks for joining me. What are some of the emerging technologies that you're seeing in the cybersecurity space?
Well, thanks for having me. Oh, pleasure to be talking with you today. One of my roles with Carahsoft is I lead a business unit focused on cybersecurity, but I also help lead our partnership with venture capital partners and private equity partners and help accelerate their portfolio companies' entrance into the government market, right? So Carahsoft has long embraced emerging tech and looked for innovation in that sector because we know these are the platforms, these are the great companies that will be in government enterprise-wide in the years to come. And so I get to meet a lot of great companies. And I'll start by talking about AI for a second, right? It really feels like the momentum for AI deployments is here in a big way. And when you think about the convergence of AI and cyber, right, the possibilities, right, the ability to leverage agentic AI to analyze, detect, and then ultimately respond to incidents, right? AI agents collaborating with each other, right? And that dream of a self-healing network really feels like it's close to becoming a reality.
You called out agentic AI in particular. What's the distinction between what agentic AI particularly might mean for cybersecurity versus the more traditional forms of AI that people are familiar with?
Yeah, good question. I think about, right, that ability of AI to drive efficiency, right, and sort of take over the functions that human operators are performing today. And I'll take one potential application of it, right, in the software supply chain security space, right? Imagine the ability to analyze your code base across an enterprise, look for risky or vulnerable code, identify a mitigation, and then deploy an AI agent to remediate that software and get it back to a production standpoint without the need of having a human in the loop. Really interesting to think about, and I think we're right around the corner from getting there.
What's the path to get to that?
I think part of it is trust, right? Trusting these applications, right? Testing them in real world applications and seeing them operate and seeing the successes and also the failures and just getting some more sort of at-bats with that technology. And I think there's companies that are coming out today delivering tech that is in so many different categories of cyber delivering transformation, right? The ransomware defense space, right? There's technologies capable of automatically detecting ransomware, then hiding your critical assets and tricking the ransomware into thinking that they've found what they were looking for and moving on, right? Or the security awareness training space, right? Teaching an organization's staff how to find or recognize AI generated threats or recognize deep fakes and flag them for the IT operators.
Where are the opportunities, do you think, for companies to come along and fill gaps that exist today?
Well, there's so many opportunities, so many gaps, and I think the government is really trying to accelerate emerging tech's exception and adoption inside of government through things like the FedRAMP 20X initiative, through some of these acquisition pathways like CSOs and OTAs, and leveraging the CSP marketplaces to bring tech in faster. So there's a lot of ways government is trying to bring new technology in and adopt it quicker.
Is that getting easier in your view for the vendor community to approach the government and find ways to kind of get in the door?
I think the sort of mindset and culture around viewing the federal government as a market is shifting in the venture capital space and the private equity space, right? They're investing in defense tech, they're investing in companies, and they're encouraging companies to build a government practice early, not wait until they've fully developed their commercial practice and then go to government next. So I do think that culture is shifting.
What's the difference that makes for the government professional that somebody is plugged into the government space from a vendor perspective right away?
Oh, it makes a world of difference, right? If you think about, right, these folks are seeing this innovation happening in the broader enterprise space, and they want to have that tech inside of government, but there's been too many barriers to get them access to it, whether it's procurement, whether it's ATO, whether it's different types of compliance. So it really does give them the ability to have the best tech at their fingertips as soon as possible.
Alex, it's always great to talk to you. Nice to see you again.
Great talking with you. Thank you.